Welcome to the Broken Britain Report, reporting on a nation in crisis. From skyrocketing living costs and crumbling public services to political chaos and growing public anger, we dig past the headlines to bring you the facts they don't want you to hear. This is the real state of Britain, and it's time to talk about it.
Highest electricity prices in the world. Okay, the developed world or whatever. And, you know, that means we have electricity that is 4 or 5 times more expensive for Brits than Americans.
The Labour Party has a fully costed plan to freeze energy bills.
Electricity is absolutely vital.
Prices are rising again, and it could hit your Christmas budget. Industry experts warn food inflation could reach 6% by the end of the year. That means the average family may spend an extra £275 on groceries over the next 12 months.
The government is essentially rowing a boat with a massive hole in the bottom. Your wealth is being squeezed out, you are losing your power, the government is losing wealth and power, the rich are getting richer and richer and richer every day. And the reality of that is you simply have to get poorer. You are losing your relative position in society, and until you, the working class, the middle classes of the UK, the US, and the government are willing to stop putting that in reverse, there simply is no alternative other than to shut the welfare state down and to basically drive yourself into poverty.
What in the broken Britain, gas prices are sky high bullshit is this? So you know how your gas and electric bill keeps going up? Well, let me show you this graph of wholesale gas prices over the last 6 months. They've plummeted. Look at that. They've fallen off the side of a cliff right here. The absolute con and monopoly racket that's being run in the UK, because I believe we've got the highest prices in Europe of gas and electric, but the wholesale prices are plummeting and your gas and electric bills keep going up. That makes sense.
Council tax is imperfect. It's a confusing design, and it includes parts of a service charge for the services that people receive from their council, but it's also the main and only way that we actually tax the value or the wealth locked up in a property. Now, the way that works is that properties pay a different rate based on the value that property had in 1991, which is when the system first was brought in. There are 8 bands from A to H, and a different place, a different locality sets the rate for the property in a band D, and then those with values below and value as above that band will pay a slightly different amount. It means that properties with a lower value pay less and properties with a higher value pay more, but it's not strictly progressive in the way that it's not proportional. That's because it's based on outdated property valuations from 1991 when the policies were first introduced. Politicians have wanted to change this for a long time. It would be fairer if those valuations were brought up to date, but no political party has really dared touch that and actually do it. It was too much effort. So now we're stuck with this outdated valuation system.
So food prices could rise even higher by Christmas in the UK, and supermarkets and retailers are going to rise them again. What a fucking surprise. This come up yesterday, I've only just seen it. But what a fucking disgrace. Food prices already fucking rocketed. What, now you got to put it up again in the fucking winter? I presume the gas and electric will go up in the winter as well, because that's when everyone fucking uses it, and that's when people eat more because it's colder, so you need more food in your stomach. You don't tend to eat as much in the summer, and you don't tend to use as much gas and electric in the summer. Crafty fucks. What are the government doing about it? And these greedy fucking thieves at these retailers and supermarket chains are absolute disgrace. There's already fucking child poverty over here. There's fucking pensioners starving and shivering to death. What more are you gonna fucking do to people?
What in the cost of living broken Britain bollocks is this again? Anchor. 750 grams, 708. How the fuck is Anchor right behind Lurpak? Man. Yeah, we've got bacon cob here, 193. Remember the sauce sachet? That just shows you the size of it. It is small. What's happened to this, Dowie Egberts? 644. 339, 150 grams, it's not even big. Bisto gravy, 380, not even the Bisto best. Jesus Christ. A lot of people ask me to look at the oil. Wow, these ain't even big. 433, 424, 873, 424. These ain't even big oils. What's happened to oil? Small can of Dove deodorant, 446. And no, it's not a big one, before anyone starts saying. How do people afford to shave?
Look at the state of this. £1.40 for that packet of broccoli from Asda. £1.40. I mean, the state of it. Look at this. State of this. Look at the ends of it. You literally, for £1.40, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 bits of broccoli. 7.5 for £1.40. Labour, you're bringing the cost of living down, are you? Don't think so.
At what point are we going to stop being shafted by every single company out there wanting more money from us? Supermarkets are extorting money out of us left, right and centre. The energy price cap has gone up again. I mean, we knew that was coming, but it doesn't make it any easier. Just everything. Everybody wants more.
And this month, my water bill has gone up from £68 a month to £81 a month. Can someone tell me why this has happened?
What in the broken Britain, I need a refugee lodger bullshit is this? Have you seen those videos where people go around the protests where people are saying, you know, migrants are welcome here, and he's got a clipboard and he says, oh, if you've got a spare bedroom, I've got a couple in the back of this van, would you like to put one up? And everyone's like, oh, no, I've not got room. Watch this video, this is what's coming.
And I think we need some creative solutions for that. My family, we live in a community. There's 11 of us that live under one roof, 6 different families, no biological connection between many of us. And yet about, I think it's 8 million people in the UK live on their own. And with a program like the Homes for Ukraine program, many people were able to welcome a refugee into their home. And there are so many benefits to both us as hosts. It's actually bad for our mental health. We have worse health outcomes if we live on our own. So maybe we need to get creative.
So, if you live on your own, don't be too surprised if you're getting a knock at your door soon saying, we need that spare room of yours to put somebody in there. You can't make it up, can you? Fucking hell, it really is happening. It really is happening.
The squeeze out is why the government is destroying your living standards. It's why you and your family and your kids will be increasingly poor. There are 5 stages of the squeeze out. Stage 1, the rich start to accumulate money, they drive asset prices up, and they outcompete the working class for resources, and they drive the working class into debt. Stage 2, the working class have run out of resources, they can no longer borrow anymore, they can no longer spend anymore, you get an economic depression and a crisis. That's when the government has to step in. Stage 3, the government increasingly runs out of resources as well. The government too becomes massively in debt to the rich. That's when we enter stage 4. The government has no choice but to slowly eviscerate the middle class. Eventually there is no wealth left other than that held by the rich, and the physical structure of your society changes such that it only supports consumption for rich people. At this point, almost everybody in the country lives in desperate poverty. Stage 5, there are no weak hands left to be squeezed out. The rich own everything, and the only way they can try to grow their wealth is by sending you to fight in their wars against each other.
And that concludes today's edition of the Broken Britain Report. The challenges are mounting, the frustrations are growing, and the need for change has never been greater. But the conversation doesn't end here. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this report valuable, do give it a like, subscribe for future updates, and share it with others who care about the future of this country. Until next time, I'm Noah, and this has been the Broken Britain Report.